What's up, YouTube? It's your boy JB, aka the King of Soul, and today we got some Jordan 4s to look at. The Air Jordan 4 Retro. This is the Motorsport colorway. Before we get into the review, do me a favor. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel. If you do dig the content, also hit that share button. These videos that we do on this channel are strictly for review purposes, so if you do happen to have any questions or comments, definitely feel free to drop those down below. But without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into the review. So this sneaker actually did come in your standard Air Jordan 4 box. So you do have the black box lid, and you do have the red Jordan branding with the white logo there on top of white. And then pretty much like, surrounding the box, you do have like, just a few hits of the red Jumpman logo. And then at the bottom, of course, you do have this cement print here in gray. And that is pretty standard with most Air Jordan 4s. You do have this all gray bottom here, and then you do have the Nike branding and copyright information there in white. And you do have the red Jumpman logo there, so those that don't care about that, there you go. Now the box label on the sneaker does read Air Jordan 4 Retro. The colorway says white, game royal, and black. So when you do open the sneaker, it does look just like any other Air Jordan 4. So you do actually, blooper, you do have the red up underneath the box lid. You do have this cement print paper here, and it does come double wrapped because up underneath you do have the white paper there as well. Pretty solid release, man. Like, I've wanted these in my collection for quite some time now. The Air Jordan 4s are slowly becoming like one of the most popular Air Jordan silhouettes. The popularity, I guess, stems from like, some collaborations that we've seen over the past few years here. Now this this sneaker actually looks just like, the Air Jordan 4 Fire Reds. It's just that you do have like, the hit of blue where the red is on that sneaker. So pretty much the same color blocking. But I ain't gonna talk you guys to death, but there you go. Air Jordan 4 Retro Motorsport. So let's take a look at the right sneaker. So for the most part, the sneaker does look, and it's built just like any other Air Jordan 4. You do have the white leather upper portion of the sneaker. Now on the lateral side, let's start off with the top here. You do have white leather going across on the lateral side. You do have the black triangle wing here, and then they do have the blue, the game royal blue lace crowns here and here. In the mid portion of the sneaker, you do have this plastic, rubber, whatever you want to call it, mid cage here, and it is like, ribbed, and then up underneath you do have like, some black mesh material. Going along the midsole of the sneaker, it is in black and white, and you do have that see-through clear air bubble, just like with most Air Jordan 4s. That is pretty standard. Coming up from up underneath, you do have like, this blue game royal rubber here, and then you do have more of that secondary midsole here in black going toward the front portion of the sneaker, and more of that game royal here up underneath. Now switching things over, going to the front toe box area, the sneaker is in that all white. It's not perforated at all. It's just a smooth white leather. It's not tumbled or anything, but from the touch, like, it does feel like pretty decent quality. They did give us this white mud guard, and it is stitched here in white, pretty consistent, like, throughout the entire sneaker. Going up towards like, the lacing area, you do have more of that caging material there in the white, and up underneath you do have that black mesh up underneath. The sneaker does come with these, it comes pre-laced, and they do have these flat white laces. Up underneath you do have more of that white, netting material, and then the black mesh up underneath. The top portion of the sneaker, let me move the laces out the way so you can, get a clear view. But the front portion, well, the upper portion of the tongue, it is in that all white leather, and they did give us like this silverish gray tongue here for the tag here, and it actually does have the Jordan branding there in blue, and it does have the Flight branding. Going towards the medial side of the sneaker, pretty consistent with the lateral side. So like, for the most part, the sneaker is all white leather, and you do have another hit of the black for the wing here, and more of the the blue lace crowns, more of that netting material with the black mesh up underneath on this side. The midsole is in black and white, just like the other side. There's the other side of the air bubble, so of course you can see through it. And then you do see a hit of that blue coming up from underneath, going all the way toward the front toe box area. And you do have that hit of gray as well. Going towards the back portion of the sneaker, so like this Air Jordan 4, I mean, I get it, it's fine. Like, I do like the Nike Air branding, but Nike Air branding normally on the back of the sneaker normally indicates that, like, you know, the sneaker is like an OG colorway. Considering that this is not one of the OG colorways for the Air Jordan 4, they did hit you with the Jordan branding there. And it is like, you know, a black tab here and plastic. You do see more hits of the white leather here, and then, like, you know, the upper portion going towards the sock liner. The sock liner here, of course, like it is in all blue, and behind the tongue is blue as well. And then you do see that black and white midsole going towards the bottom portion of the sneaker. Now the inside of the sneaker, I'm gonna take the shoe stretcher out. The sneaker on the inside, I'm not gonna take the insole out, but the insole is all black, and it does have the blue Game Royal Jumpman logo there. And then behind the tongue of the sneaker, it is all blue, and you do have the Air Jordan branding there. Pretty common with most Air Jordan 4 sneakers. Going towards the bottom portion of the sneaker, you do actually have the pretty standard build, standard traction for Air Jordan 4. So a herringbone going throughout the entire bottom. Up here you do have a hit of white and gray. There's light blue going along both sides here, going on, you know, ascending to the top portion of the sneaker. A hit of gray toward the bottom, and then like you have this mid portion here in all white, and they do have the blue Jumpman logo to match the blue Jumpman that's on the back of the sneaker and on the tongue here. Pretty solid release, man. The left sneaker is pretty consistent with the right. Nothing is too different there. Pretty much the same overall build. The only thing that's different is that on this side, they actually did provide us with this Nike, not Nike, but Jordan Air tag there. And it's like, you know, this thick plastic, and it's like you can see it from like both sides, but it just has like the Jordan brand there and the branding there, and it does say Air. But if I was to rate this sneaker, man, I would actually go ahead and get this one, let's go ahead and give it a 9 out of 10. I love the hit of blue for sure. Like, so you can match this with a lot of things, sweats and everything, jeans. I don't feel like this is a hard colorway to get off at all. I just wish that, I don't know, like sometimes, but I get it. Like, it's just nothing really too special about it. It's just that, like, again, it's that fire red Air Jordan 4 color blocking. It just has the hit of blue. But yeah, man, 9 out of 10 on these. As far as like comfort and size, and the sneaker does fit just like any other Air Jordan 4. So for me, that's actually true to size. I don't foresee a reason to go up like, you know, a half size or anything like that. Just one thing to keep in mind with Air Jordan 4s, like, I don't feel like Air Jordan 4s, for me, I don't feel like it's a sneaker that you can wear all day, every day, just because like this slope here, and it has nothing to do like with the sizing, the design, craftsmanship on the sneaker, the way like the sneaker kind of slopes in here going toward the toe box area. It like kind of provides like, you know, some discomfort, like, you know, on your pinky toe. And of course, like the more you wear them, like, you know, they'll break in, but nevertheless, I just feel like, you know, Air Jordan 4 is like, it's just like, you know, the pinky toe killer. But other than that, stay true to size on these again. But I definitely want to take time to, you know, thank the vendor who actually sent these over to me so I can review these guys for you on my channel. I have been after these for quite some time. I wasn't actually you know, able to hit it on the retail side, but you know, it is what it is. I got it now. But I do want to thank you guys for, you know, taking the time to tune in like always. But I can be reached on all social media platforms. I can be reached on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, even here on YouTube. Everything is at the King of Soul. But before we go, I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys a B-roll and a 360 like I always do. But there you go, Air Jordan 4 Retro Motorsport. So there you go, there's the front of the sneaker. There's the lateral side of the right, lateral side of the left. There's the bottom portion of the sneaker, and again, it's just like any other Air Jordan 4. You just had hits of blue there. the medial side of the sneaker. And then there's the rear. But again, I want to thank you guys for taking the time to tune in like always. But until next time, see you later.